Hello everybody, this is Jamie. Over here at my brother's house, we're going to dig through the bees a little bit. Did a video before where I was lighting the smoker through the bellows hole, and a couple comments where people are like, no way, no, that doesn't work. So I'd like to show you that again. Couple things about your fuel. So I do like to use pine needles and pine straw for fuel. I also have some shavings that I had in here that were some cedar chip shavings from woodworking, that kind of thing. I will use pine straw from previously and what was previously lit in there, so I'll close this thing up and stick a stick in there and plug up the hole. When you do that, that will snuff the fire, but it makes charcoal. Okay, and charcoal is really good. If you look at some of this stuff, it's really good for relighting, but just like a charcoal grill, charcoal doesn't give off smoke. So good for lighting, not good for a smoker. So you only want a little bit of charcoal in there to help give this thing off, or to help set it off and pack it down really well. Now I leave a lot of these. This has got leaves and wood chips and all kinds of stuff in there, but it's mainly supposed to be pine needles. So I'm just going to pack this thing full, and I've got just a little bit of the previous pine needles that are like charcoal in there before. Now, the reason I like doing this is because I'm not stuffing my hand in a can that is on fire and have flames coming up around my hand and that kind of thing. So that, for these two hives, should be pretty good. And I do have it packed pretty tight. So I'm gonna try to get a good seal and tuck all this in around it. Pull that out. And then two different things you can use. You can use one of these windproof torch flames by Scripto. So they tend to work pretty well. What works better than that are these benzomatic little torches. So again, the butane torches, they do work well. And again, thing is stuffed full. Haven't lit it yet, but I'm going to use the bellows hole to light this thing up. I don't have the sheet in there or the little grill spacer to give it a good even burn. That way the flame gets to the material. Now you'll notice that when I bellows this, we've already got a lot of good smoke going, and sometimes it will backdraft and you'll get flame out of the bottom. But just that easy, we're lit up and we're ready to roll, and we'll show you the hole down here a little bit, what it looks like inside there and how much fire we actually have. So again, like the other video I did, pretty easy to light a smoker and keep it going. You only want a little bit of the previous burnt material, and that's my brother Jeff, he's behind the camera or the phone or whatever you want to call it. You only want a little bit of your previous material in there that is charcoal, because then it doesn't smoke, but it does help it light really well. So we're ready to roll. Two hives that we're going to look at. One, both of them swarmed previously. One has already requeened itself and they're booming really well. I want to look to see if they need another super. We have a little bit of a honey flow going on. They're not going to produce a lot, but if they're capable of drawing out foundation, then I want them working on drawing out foundation. I have coated this foundation, if you can see down the length, and really drawn it out with a roller. So I'm trying to give them a good start on this foundation by already double or triple coating it, but I put my own coating on there with wax using a little paint roller, a 4-inch roller. That's one hive. The second hive, which has two brood boxes on it, they swarmed previously. They weren't roaring, they weren't really loud, but I didn't see a queen, I didn't see eggs, I didn't see larvae. So I want to do a really quick check in there. I don't want to be in there too long. They may be in the process of requeening themselves, but normally when they're queenless, you get that queenless roar. So we'll see if we get that really quick, but just want to do a really quick check on them, and this should be two quick checks on both hives One to see if they need a super, the other one see if they're queenless or not. All right, I am going to button myself up.
I'm going to switch hands here so my gloveless hand can go in my pocket, because I don't trust them. They will pop me.
Well, and to my brother's point, I did a split earlier today and did get hit on the hand. I had them open way too long.
Kaboom.
All right. And it has been rainy, rainy, rainy. The bees have not been happy. They are able to get out and do a little bit of work, but people talk about setting the bees back. The little bit that they can work when you have a nice day, if you get in there and mess with them, that you are really setting them back. And Jim too had a comment before about if you don't get in there, the problems that you can find when you do get a chance greatly outweigh the problems you cause them by getting into the hive. Meaning, if they've got a problem, you could set them back for months by not being in there and seeing that they had a problem. So I really like that idea and his philosophy before, when he was on Honeybee Obscura, as far as get in there and check and make sure everything looks good. So we need to pump this back up a little bit. We'll grab a hive tool. Do have my gloves ready if for some reason they are really not happy with us. Let's go check them out.
Which one do you want to do first?
Okay, on this one, this was the queen right one. I have one honey super that was on here. They just replaced themselves. I marked this queen previously, and they were just starting to work on this box. So over here, take both of these straps off.
Let's see what they look like on this side.
And by splitting that other box, I'm trying to go back to single brood boxes. That was just perfect example. Had them open way too long, got popped, having to go through 2 brood boxes to try to find that queen. Thankfully, they hadn't swarmed, was able to find her and move her away with the split. Perfect timing, because they did have some swarm cells that were charged in there that weren't complete. So they'll be able to requeen themselves if they don't have queens. That was perfect. Here, I'm going to smoke the entrance a little bit. We'll give them a second. I do have inner covers that are insulated. So I can pull this off. A little bit of it break loose. Smoke underneath here. A little bit of a roar. So there's bees up there, but not a whole lot. I'm probably not going to need that box. Smoke these hands up really good.
Smoke this one pretty good.
Open up. All right. There you go. All right. Let's see what we got. We have got capped honey in the middle, and they have fully drawn out every frame. There's not a lot of bees up here, though. I'm gonna look under here real quick. No hive beetles, so perfect. And I don't want to give them too much space, because over here they're not going to need any more smoke. They're not even working on these frames to the side. Nothing there. Just a little bit of weight in this one. We've got some nectar. So with a little bit of honey flow we do have, nectar flow, I'm not gonna mess with them. They still got plenty of room to draw out. And again, we're really bad for small hive beetles. That's been my big mistake previously, is too much space, too quick, worried about them being nectar bound or honey bound or even pollen bound. That fly's gonna get a big surprise. So to me right now, just a really quick check. I was in there last week. Queen looked good, brood looked good. They've still got room. Not worried about them swarming right now here at the end of a nectar flow or where we've got a dearth coming. So at this point, that's all I really need to see from them. Come on, little lady. All right, so I'm gonna leave them alone. Over here, I do need to get into the brood box. I want to see what's going on. So we'll give them a little bit of smoke up front. As damp as it is so funny that this propolis is so gooey. We've got more bees there. A little bit more of a roar. Let's see what we got. I'll take this off away from me. Do have bees up here, but not a ton. Like I said, this is from them swarming previously. Got one that I mishapped. So yeah, they're drawing out in the middle to the outside. They've barely used it because they filled up this other brood box. So let's take this off and set it to the side. Break it loose all the way around. Got some weight to it. So that's probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we've got 5 frames that are really good with nectar. Not a lot of bees up here. But they're not roaring. They're not loud. So that makes me think something else is going on. When we get into this bottom box. Let's see what we got. That has some weight to it on one side. Now we've got some bees. All right, let's get some smoke. Not much going on for small hive beetles. Get our power B2B bye-bye beetle out of the way. And it still has bait in it, so we will leave that alone. Man, they're making a bunch of propolis right now. Drawing out some comb. We got some monkey comb for the walls. Nothing on this side. Making some drone comb over here. Funky over here, so we've got bees. But nothing else going on. Put these back in the right order since I've got a frame that's busted right here. Light frame. I do not see any eggs or larvae, but they have it drawn out very nice. Try to look right in the middle. Nothing in this frame. And if you notice, nothing in this frame over here. So they're not roaring, which is weird to be queenless. There's nothing in this frame. And they're not really upset. Now the queen could have been in the other box. I'm just going to look at 2 more frames right here. And then we'll go back to the top box. But I may be in here just a little too quick if they're requeening themselves.
A lot of bees.
You've got nectar. And I do not see any eggs.
The other side's loaded. Well, thought it was.
See, so this is all kinds of bee bread. All right, let's do one more, then we'll look at the top box. So right here, this is where our brood really should be, and I'm not seeing anything. Starting to get upset. Oh, there it goes.
Did it get you?
Yeah, I might have to get some gloves. I hit them with smoke.
Oh, now they're getting mad at me.
Yeah, all of a sudden. That went from 0 to 99.
Get gloved up.
Getting gloved up, and I got hit in the exact same place I got hit earlier today. So, if you want to know why I'm getting gloves on so quick, I knew they would be kind of upset with the weather we got rolling in, but I don't need any more bee stings on that same hand. Now what I do too is this is also regular bee gloves, but to help keep stuff clean, I put the extra large nitrile gloves over top of them. And man, that works so much better for propolis and that kind of stuff too. So we need to get in and out because they're starting to get upset, just like everybody else would be, and just like I would be if I had somebody taking apart my home. There's another really quick bump right there. Yeah, there's nothing in these frames.
No eggs, no larvae.
No eggs, no larvae. So that's as far as I'm going on this one. I said that, but I'm gonna look at one more really quick.
You said that 2 frames ago.
This one's full. So it makes me think they're on it for a reason. And you got lots of bees. They're there taking care of little ones or working hard. And this one's got lots of bees.
Man, that thing is loaded.
There's no eggs, there's no larvae. Let's put them back together. I don't see our previous queen. I've got some shiny cells though. So with weather coming in, let's put them back together. We'll look at that other box really quick. Right now, they are not happy with us. So anybody on the inside. Look right here at white pollen. So I don't know if that's white pollen or if they carry propolis or propolis the same way on their legs. All right, so we're nothing to see in that bottom box. So not happy about that. We've got air movement, so starting to not get happy. I think we got a storm coming. All right. So that's why you don't see a lot in that honey super, because they're still working this stuff, and that's old. Look how dark that comb is. That ought to be bright white. So to me, they've almost got too much room from where they were growing before, after swarming.
Are you going to leave the super on?
Right now with them working it, I'll leave the super on. Let's look up here.
Man, there's a lot of bees on the other side.
This side they've started on. This side is all nectar. They're starting to cap a little bit of honey. There's nothing in the middle. Nothing, it's all open cells. So I will have to rob or see if we got a virgin queen in here somewhere. She could be out on a mating flight. Like I said, they seem really, really calm for not having any signs of a queen. There we go. Boom, right in the middle. That's why they're calm. Eggs and larvae. Just right in that open spot. We do have a queen. They have.
Right in there?
Yes, sir. We've got royal jelly, we've got eggs, and we've got larvae. So look, I'm gonna try to hold it up so you get a better shot here, Jeff.
Okay.
Right here, yeah, just right in the middle where you see, can't hold it. Go right in here. It's a good spot for eggs.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry. Bee scared me.
My brother got scared by a bee. Of course, I threw gloves on really, really quick.
He was looking at my hand very intently.
We've got eggs, we've got larvae. They're coming up and bumping me left and right. So she's up here. She's up top. She's not down on the bottom. And that's why they seem so good. Come on, little lady.
That one's stuck.
That's all, I think it's all full of honey.
Well, you got a heavy frame.
It will seem stuck, but
It just weighs 10 pounds.
it weighs a ton.
Gosh, it is. Let me see, I'll come around your arm. I think there's a lot of capped honey on the other side. Yeah, I wouldn't say a lot.
So I'm putting this back together right now. They're not happy that we're in here, and we've got a queen running around somewhere. I would love to find her and mark her, but right now, after all this, they're probably running from me. This looks fairly calm over here. With storms coming. Have to go back and watch the video to see if I missed the queen.
That is a good thing
Look at
about
all
taking
this
video.
Now there is new comb, so that's awesome.
So all this right in here is new comb.
All that white. New comb will be bright white. Good, 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 good. We are queen right. That's why they're not having a fit. Look over here just by chance. So we'll have to dig back in and see if we can find her. She could be over here laying eggs. Oh, there she is. Boom, right there at my thumb. Brand new queen after the swarm.
Sweet. And right when you said that, one popped my hand.
Did it? Did it bump you, or?
It bumped me.
Okay.
It didn't. I didn't get popped.
So there's our queen. We are queen right. They're happy. Not the happiest with us right now. Taking them all apart. But that's why they're not roaring. So let's put them back together. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good. Very happy with that. Nope. Stay there.
So we got queens in both hives.
Got queens in both hives. So I made the split earlier. We have one that they have to make a queen, but we've got 6 colonies and 5 queen right hives. Awesome. All right, so happy. Back over here and
Storm. It's getting blowy.
All right, so we're gonna let these up. We're gonna let you guys go. Again, 2 queen right hives. We're done with our nectar flow. Not a ton going on. 2 stings in the same spot in one day. Deal with that too. But for those that are watching, really appreciate you watching. Please leave comments or questions below. And again, this is just what we're trying to do. So hopefully we'll have some videos later on where I'll get the honey pump out to fill some honey, and we'll get Cole involved with that as well. So hard to get him out here with bees because he doesn't know how to be gentle. We've got him a full bee suit and we've done it once and it wasn't the best reaction. So we may try to do some of that as he gets older. But I do really appreciate you guys watching. Again, comment, please follow, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.